Well, hello, you Tubazonians. Haven't made a video in a while, but been out playing with this new lens I got about 6 weeks ago. It's a Tamron 45mm f1.8 image stabilization. They call it vibration compensation. It's their pro grade. It's all weather proofed, and I mean it's a really nice lens. Great deal on it. I've been wanting to get a fast 50mm lens. I've been kind of saving up. I've been throwing dollar bills and all my change in a mason jar for the last year. I was gonna buy a nice, I was thinking about getting a Sigma art lens, a 50mm 1.4, but this is like 1/3 of the cost of that. I mean, it's a pretty good size lens. Here's my 50mm Canon lens, f1.8. It's not stabilized, but it's autofocus. I mean, this thing's tiny compared to this, but this lens is amazing. I've been shooting it wide open at f1.8 almost all the time, and it is pin sharp wide open all the way to the corners. I mean, this is just a pretty cool lens. I'm surprised it's this sharp. I mean, I did my research on it, and everybody was saying it's really sharp, and I mean, I can shoot it down to, with the stabilizer on, f1.8, I've got crystal clear sharp pictures at 1/10 of a second freehand in this lens. I mean, the stabilizer in it's amazing. It's just a great lens. I have been using this Tachymer 50mm 1.4, but it's manual focus, no stabilization, and with all the new flowers coming out this spring and the bugs and stuff, I wanted something with a stabilizer on it where I can just walk around and quickly shoot, you know. Another really unique thing about this lens is you can focus on something about that close. It's almost like a macro lens. I mean, I've focused on stuff probably about that close to the front of the lens, and the autofocus will grab focus, lock on, click, excellent picture. And been using it on my 6D Mark II. I got this lens about 6 weeks ago, and I don't think I've had it off this camera since, and I've probably shot 500 pictures with it, all of them keepers. I mean, this autofocus is right on. I love this lens. This is a great lens. Highly recommend it. Let me show you some pictures. Alright, here's a few pictures I took with that lens. Let me find the ones that are f1.8 where I shot wide open. This one I think was, this is my daughter's little dog Lola. I do believe this was shot at f2.8. There we go. Look at that little face. It's pretty darn sharp. Nice depth of field. Nice blurry background. Creamy background on it. I do believe this one. Let me go get rid of this over here. This one's f1.8. I mean, this is, that's pretty darn sharp. Let the picture render. This program's a little slow. But look at that creamy, blurry background. I mean, this lens is awesome at f1.8. Nice and sharp. There it is. Anyways, I'll go back to the grid. This one was shot at f1.8 wide open. Freaky looking tree, but I mean, this thing's crispy sharp. Crispy sharp. There's a flower shot at f1.8. The depth of field is razor thin. As you can see just from the bend of that pedal right there, it's not in focus, but this is in focus. That's pretty much in focus, but where the pedal bends and dips, I mean, it's razor sharp plane of focus. And this one was shot at f1.8. It's even a pretty good little landscape lens too. Good for macro shots. Good for little landscape. I mean, this is an all around good lens for pretty much all types of photography. And I mean, I caught the light just right taking this picture. It's tack sharp at f1.8. I mean, the plane of focus is about right there. You see the sticks are nice and focused. I probably should have shot this one at f8 or f11 to get everything in focus, but I think it looks good like this. And I'll show you one more. This one was also shot at wide open at f1.8. Nice plane of focus right at the falls. Pretty little picture. Well, there you go. There's a few pictures, and I'm gonna go back out shooting with this lens again real quick like. Here's a picture I shot this morning actually with it, but I shot this one at f4. Look at the detail in that. Killer little macro lens, kinda sorta. It's not a true macro lens, but it sure does act like one. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and the pictures, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.